Hey everybody, how about a week in review after the first week in Thailand? It's been an interesting one, left LAX on a late flight, which they actually caught up in time and got us into Tokyo, because otherwise we were going to be about an hour late getting in with only a 2-hour layover, but they made up. There's a guy outside the hotel here doing some heavy work. I was hoping he was going to get done, but made up, got into Tokyo, no problem. Had 2-hour layover in Tokyo, got into Bangkok, got to the hotel here in Bangkok, and it was pretty easy. It was tiring. Laid over an extra day here, kind of rested up, and went down to I don't know how you want to say it. Some say Pattaya, some say Pattaya. Went down to the Amber Hotel, which is on Soi 21 and Soi Buakhao. Nice hotel. Didn't have any complaints about it. In fact, the rooms had USB ports to plug in, so everything there worked really well. Enjoyed my time. I walked out on Soi Buakhao, and you can watch all the video you want, but until you actually put your feet on the ground and stand there at that corner and watch all the people go by them, between the bikes and the cars and the street vendors and everything else going on, woo, it's a little bit quicker than you actually think. You can watch all those 4K walkers walking around on their YouTube videos and stuff, but until you actually put your feet on the ground and see it, man, it's something else. And you got to remember, it's bikes, cars, trucks, and then people. We're the last ones on the totem pole. So getting across the street and it's you finally get the hang of it. But I did a lot of walking around. I walked down around Tree Town and across Buakhao to LK Metro. Walked in there. Walked up Soi Chai Poon, aka Soi Pothole. Walked all the way up to 3rd. Walked back down Soi 21. Then I put up a video of where I walked all the way down to 2nd Road, got on a bot bus, took it all the way down to beach, and then boy, that was a walk up. Walk from beach all the way back up to where I was staying was was I sweating? Man, got some workout there. Stopped at a 7-Eleven, bought one of them big bottles of water, and I about had that thing 3/4 gone by the time I got back to the hotel. But it's interesting. It really is interesting. You look at what's going on in other parts of the world, and then you come over here, and it's just like, who cares? Who cares what's going on out there? Stayed a couple days there. Did a lot of walking around. I walked down. I went down one night, just kind of walked along Beach Road. And yeah, there's a lot of freelancers, but it's really sad that these women have to do this to make any money, but it's a tough situation. It really is. But then I went over to and stayed in Jomtien Beach. I stayed at the Sea Breeze Resort. Well, it was after staying over at the Amber and going over there, it was a little bit of a wake up call, but yeah, it was okay. I told them I want a king size bed. Well, I got I think it was a single. I was afraid to roll over. I got to fall off on the floor, but it was adequate. It did its job, and I got to go over to the Wombat and Kiwi bar and meet up with James the Chocolate Man in Thailand and Mr. Mitch and Journeys with Mike and Nicole and Fern and Meow, and I was meeting all these people that I've watched their videos on, and it's a really nice little area. That part of Jomtien Beach is really, really nice. I mean, I can see why a lot of expats retire there. I mean, you're laid back. It's easy going. There's no hustle and bustle. There's no stress. Chuck with No Time to Be Sad made a comment one time. He goes, we spend so much time trying to collect all these things and worrying about tomorrow and what's going to happen tomorrow. And over here, they don't worry about tomorrow. They just worry about getting through today. and it sure is noticeable. It really is. The people are friendly, you know. I could, and you know, I was kind of worried. Okay, I don't speak any Thai. I've had absolutely no problem. I'm a little hard of hearing, you know. I have to have them repeat a few things because I don't hear too well. But you know, it's really an interesting thing that I was communicating with one of the cops. We were standing there. I don't know, he's a cop, kind of street guy, whatever, that takes care of people getting across the street and stuff. And he and I, man, we had a good conversation. Neither one of us spoke a thing, but we could do a lot of, you know, different hand signs and you know, things like that. And you know, he and I, we were doing all right. He'd get up every day and give me a salute as I walked by, and okay, we can do this. We can do this. But after, you know, a week here in Thailand, it's really it's been interesting. It really has. It's been a little eye opener, you know, to what's important in life. You know, we think that, oh, we got to have the big house, we got to have the white picket fence, you know, we got to have the big cars, the fancy stuff. And the more I sit and look at it, is I got all that shit sitting at home. And you know what? Why? Why? What do I need it all for? You know, I'm in my final years of my life, you know, whether I've got tomorrow or I've got 20 years to go. You know, I had a good marriage, and you know, we were married 42 years till I lost her to cancer. But I guess it's time for me to figure out what I want to do with myself, not what I should be, you know, following the so-called rules that kind of dictates how we live our life. I don't know. I really don't. But yeah, woo, it's only been a week, and it's been a very eye-opener for me. It really has. So we'll see how the next week goes. I can tell you this, you got to try it. You really got to try it. I don't care whether you come here, whether you go to Vietnam, whether you go to Greece, whether you go to, just go somewhere. Just get out. You know, we sit so long sitting at home on the couch watching as my dad used to call it, the boob tube, you know, watching TV and not doing anything. And I really, I'm learning a lot. Thanks. Talk to you guys later. All right? Bye.